Hello everybody, and welcome back to another tutorial. And today we're not doing the mini ones, no, we are doing the Axolotl, and it's the rare blue Axolotl that everyone's been asking for me to do. I've finally done it, so sorry about the delay. Obviously been working on a lot of different things at the minute, but yeah, this is my interpretation of the rare blue Axolotl. Now, I just want to put it out there, yes, you're probably going to be like, you know, cringing, sort of saying, oh, it's not even the right colour. But I'll tell you what, I really struggled trying to find a colour that really resembles the actual skin tone of the blue Axolotl. This is the closest I could find. I mean, there is obviously ice you can use. I was going to say compact ice, but that's not a thing, is it? I was going to use ice, but it doesn't quite have the same effect. So I had to sort of end up going with this sort of colour combination. I mean, out of all of them, I would say the blue one's kind of my least favourite looking one. I think I prefer the brown. By the way, my little boy made that one on the end, so that's yeah, that's not me, it's my little boy, but it's a very good attempt, I must admit. But yeah, the brown one's probably one of my favourites, and the yellow one as well. I quite like the golden, should I say, the golden Axolotl. But anyway, for today's tutorial, we're going to be getting on with the blue rare one as requested, and then obviously we'll get some of the other at some other point. But anyway, enough of me talking. Let's get on to the blocks and colours, shall we? So the blocks you'll need for this build are as follows: yellow concrete 8, yellow wool 6. Orange wool 12, orange concrete 6, purple concrete 4, light blue terracotta 84, cyan concrete powder 72, light blue concrete 210, and blue terracotta 92. So let's get on to the build, shall we? One thing to mention just before we're about to get started is my Axolotl, obviously you can see, is floating. I don't really recommend you leave it floating because you're going to have to use a lot of string to keep up the whatever this is, what's this concrete powder that we're using. So it's a bit of a pain in the bum. So it's probably better just to make this guy on the floor. And similarly as well, if you are doing this in the ocean or near any water, just remember that this, obviously once it gets waterlogged, it's going to turn into concrete. So the colour is going to be completely different. So ideally, you want to be making this on some land somewhere, and ideally on the floor, just so you don't have to worry about doing all this sort of stuff. But for this tutorial, we're actually making this one on the floor. Okay, so starting off, we're going to start from the back of the build. We're going to go light blue terracotta 1 2, followed by 4 blue terracotta 1 2 3 4. So this is where the tail's going to go, and then another 2 light blue terracotta, and then coming towards us, we're going to go with 4 blue terracotta 1 2 3 4, followed by a light blue, a blue, another light blue, and then we're going to go 7 with the blue terracotta. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. To the left hand side of this, we're going to go with a cyan, followed by another 4 light blue. 1 2 3 4, followed by another cyan, and then followed by another light blue terracotta. And we're basically going to copy this same pattern onto this side, so we can actually just look across, copy it all the way across. The same blocks are going to be in the same places: light blue, blue, light blue, and then we're going to finish it off with blue terracotta. So there we go. So the head's going to be here, so this is the tummy section, and this is where the tail's going to go, and you should have two sides looking the same so far. Okay, so from this point, we're going to start from the back again. Use your cyan concrete powder, and we're actually going to fill it in a row all the way across the back there, and then come towards you by 1 2 3. Do the same on the other side. 1 2 3. And then pop 1 in each corner as well. Switch to your light blue terracotta, and we're going to pop 1 on either side. And then next to that, going to go light blue terracotta as well. Come back towards us again, and cyan concrete powder this time can go next to that. Go back to your light blue terracotta and place another one, followed by a light blue terracotta, and do the same on the other side. So a blue terracotta and a light blue. I'm getting all my words mixed up, so I apologise. Light blue terracotta next to that one, so you should have a pattern looking like that so far. Now switch back to your cyan concrete, and again we're going to go 1 here, and then go 1 diagonal. Do the same on the other side, 1 in that corner, and then 1 diagonal. Switch back to your light blue terracotta this time, and then you can pop 1 in there, and then 1 diagonal to that. Do the same again, one in there and one diagonal to that. This block in the center here can be light blue terracotta. And then switch back to your cyan concrete powder again and go 1, 2, 3, and then do the same on the opposite side, 1, 2, 3. And then all the insides now can be filled in with light blue concrete, so we just fill that in quickly. And then I'll give you a little bird's eye view what you should have at this point. Let's get this filled in. And there we go. So remember, the head's going to be this side, the tail's going to be that side, and you should have a pattern looking like that at this point. While we're here, we might as well do the feet. So I want you to get your light blue terracotta, and I want you to come follow this purple all the way across until you get to this block here, and then place a light blue terracotta. I keep forgetting what they're called. Light blue terracotta, followed by 2 light blue concrete, and then go back to your light blue terracotta and go 1, 2, 3. So that's 1 foot. And then I want you to do the same on the opposite side. So come all the way across, and again place a light blue terracotta, and then 2 light blue concrete, and then back to your light blue terracotta, 1, 2, 3. So that's the sort of front ones done. And then the back ones near the tail, you need to come to the back corner, come down by 1, 2 blocks, and then from this block here, I want to place a light blue terracotta, followed by 2 light blue concrete, and then again your light blue terracotta, 1, 2, 3. So remember, the tail's going to be going there, and you want to be coming 1, 2, 3 blocks in from the back there. Do the same on the opposite side. So 1, 2, 3, come in, light blue terracotta, and then 1, 2 light blue concrete, and then light blue terracotta, 1, 2, 3. I'm getting mixed up, keep saying light blue terracotta and blue terracotta and light blue concrete. But anyway, there is the sort of base section all complete so far. Okay, with our light blue terracotta, what we do is come over to the left hand side here, and on top you're going to go 1 there, followed by a purple concrete, and then on top of that you want to go 2 light blue concrete to give the height of the head. And now what you want to do is come from this eye here, come across by 2 light blue, and then you want to go with 2 purple concrete again, 2 more light blue concrete, and then a purple concrete, and then underneath that you can place a light blue terracotta, and again light blue concrete on top of the eye, go 1, 2 up, and you can actually match all this up now with light blue to fill in all the gaps to finish off the head. And there you go, you should have something looking like that so far. Okay, spinning on around to the right hand side of the build, we're going to build the side of the head up, and we will be shuffling through a few different blocks, so be prepared. So starting off with light blue terracotta on the left hand side here, we're going to place 1, followed by 2 cyan concrete powder, and then light blue terracotta we're going to go up by 3, so 1, 2, 3, and on top of that you can actually go with cyan concrete powder. While the concrete powder is still in our hand, we're actually going to place 1 next to the eye just here, followed by a light blue terracotta, and then on top of that a cyan concrete powder. Switch to your light blue concrete, and we're going to go 1, 2, and then on top of that we're actually going to place another cyan concrete powder, and then back to your light blue concrete, 1, 2, 3. So you should have the side of the head looking like that so far. We're going to spin on round and pretty much do the same on the opposite side. And if you fancy a little bit of a race, let's go for it. We're going to copy this section on top of this section. Same blocks, same place. Okay, so ready if you want a little race. If you don't, just carry along and take your time. But 3, 2, 1, go. This should be a really simple, quick... Oh, I'm using the wrong block already. This should be a simple, quick one. And I'm fumbling already. It's just not good. Fumbling. Right, 1 there. It's just place it. I don't like placing the... I've placed the wrong blocks. I've placed the wrong blocks. What am I doing? Oh, no. Oh, no. I've messed up. Oh, no. I think you've won. I think you have totally won because I've placed it... That's the problem using not sand, concrete powder or sand. It just gets everywhere and it falls. There we go, done. It gets everywhere and falls really bad. If you mess up, you've got to redo the whole thing. But anyway, like I said, 2 sides should be the exact same, okay? Okay, so moving on to the top of the head now. I want you to get your light blue terracotta and come in 1 block from the back there and place 1. Do the same on the opposite side. Come in by 1 and place 1 there. Using your light blue concrete now, you can actually just connect those 2 across and fill in all the front here with light blue as well. While we've got the light blue in our hand, we want to come across and just literally leave 2 block gap in the center here. So you can keep bringing it across, 2 on either side. And then in here, we want to do cyan concrete powder. So you're going to have to put blocks or string underneath just so we can keep it in place. But if you obviously want to build a house in here or something, it's probably better using string. So I'll do that now. Obviously, so you can't actually see it then. There we go. And 2 cyan concrete powder just like that. And that's the top of the head all done. I know it looks a bit funny at the minute, but it won't when we're finished. So now we've done that, we're going to spin on around to the right hand side of the build, and we're going to build the side of it all up now. So let's go for it. So you want to get your light blue terracotta, will help if I tell you the right blocks. Blue terracotta, cyan concrete on top. To the right of that, light blue. And then to the right of that, cyan concrete powder. Go back to your light blue, and then on top of that, a cyan. Come down, a cyan concrete powder. Next to that, a light blue terracotta. On top, a cyan concrete powder. To the right of that, a cyan concrete powder. Skip a block, and then a light blue terracotta, followed by a cyan concrete powder. So you should have a pattern looking like that so far. And all we're going to do now is light blue concrete. Is you want to put 1 on the top there on the left hand side, and that's as high as the body's going to go. So you can bring that blue all the way across to the back of the build and fill in all the gaps here with light blue. Okay, very simple. So there we go. You should have a pattern looking like that once you're all done. So spin on around to the other side, and yes, you've already guessed it, we're going to do the exact same, and this time I'm going to beat you if you're on this little race. I'm going to beat you on this one because I feel a bit more confident. So ready? In 3, 2, 1, go, 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 go. Here we go. I'm not going to mess up this time. Try not to. And again, I just want to put it out there, I never retake these. I always do them straight off the bat, so if I mess up big style, as you've probably already seen quite a lot of the time. Oh yeah, I'm doing alright. And yeah, it's just for a little bit of fun. And just let me know in the comments if you've done it. I'm done. I'm done. So if you beat me, well done. If you didn't, unlucky, because I felt so confident doing that one then. But anyway, you should have 2 sides exactly the same. If you wasn't racing along, like I said, all you need to do is copy the exact same pattern on the same side of the opposite side of the body. Now we've ended up around the back of the build where the tail's going to go, we might as well build this section up as well. So using your cyan concrete powder, I want you to pop 1 on the right hand side and 1 on the left hand side. I said that the other way around, but that's right, that's left. 1 on either side. Next to that, I want you to place a light blue terracotta. And then on top of that, you can go with cyan concrete powder as well. And then all you're going to do is light blue concrete, go 1, 2, 3. Do the same on the opposite side, 1, 2, 3. And that is it for the time being. And the reason why we've left that there, because the tail's going to go in there. So speaking of the tail, we might as well do it while we're here. So using your blue terracotta, we're going to just come to the base here, just where the gap is, and count at 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so that's as long as our tail's going to go. Then I want you to place 1 here, skip a block, place 1. Skip a block, place 1, skip a block, place 1. So you should have 4 across. Then I want you to place a blue terracotta all the way on the end and just pop 1 on like so. So you should have that pattern looking like that. Now switch to your cyan concrete powder, and I want you to place 1 on top of each of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then leave a 1 block gap and place 1 more. Switch to your light blue concrete this time. And then I want you to place 2 in each of these holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 just across like so. While the blue's still in our hand, I want you to just place 1 there and 1 there as well. So you should have a funky pattern looking like that. And then switch back to your cyan concrete powder, and you can actually just pop 1 in that hole there and in that hole there. Now switch back to your light blue terracotta, and I want you to go to the end of the tail, pop 1 on top. Next to that, you can place a blue terracotta. Then switch back to the light blue and go 1, 2, 3. Next to that, you can go terracotta. Switch back to the light blue and go 1, 2, 3. Come up, here in the center block here. Come up by 1, 2, 3 across. You should have a pattern like that. And then blue terracotta is going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to leave it there for the time being. So that's the side of the tail all done. And again, we're going to do the exact same thing on the opposite side. So spin on round, and we're going to copy this part of the tail in this gap here. And again, if you want a little race, let's go for it. If not, just take your time and we'll catch up in a minute. So if you want to race, let's go for it. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Oh, I'm missing blocks already. Right, let's see how well I do this time. Oh, damn. Here we go. Blue. Let's get these in. It's the sand bits I don't like doing. I keep saying sand. It's not sand. It's concrete powder. Let's get all this bit in first. Concrete powder last. That's probably the best bet. How you doing? I hope you're doing all right because I'm on the sand. Last block to play is done. I'm done. How did you do on that one? How did you do? I felt like I did all right on that one. I didn't do too bad. But anyway, you should have your tail all now complete in its glory. Okay, so let's move on from the tail to the next section. Okay, so now we've done the side of the tail, we're just going to finish off the sort of top of the fin. So go back to your tail, like using your blue terracotta, we're going to just extend this now by 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then 3 light blue terracotta, and then 3 blue terracotta as well. And it should be 1 gap before you get to the head, okay? And you should have a pattern looking like that. And I want you to do the same on the opposite side as well, so you can bring that across by a further 3. That one by a further 3, and also that one there. Okay, switch back to your light blue concrete this time, and I want you to come down, and the top of the body here can actually all be filled in with light blue. Like so. That side and that side. And then the 2 block gap in the center here that you'll have left is actually going to be with light blue terracotta, which will be in the center there. There you go. And then again, this side light blue concrete. Oh, too far there. All the way. So that's all sealed up nicely now. All the back's all done. Front's all done. We just need to get his little finny bits on. So let's get on to that. This is the fun bit, and this is the bit that I really enjoy the most because it has all the colour on there, which I really like. So spin on around to the right hand side of the build, and you want to come to the back of the head, and on this back block here, I want you to place a yellow concrete, followed by a orange wool. On top of that, a yellow wool. To the right of that, an orange wool, and on top of that, an orange concrete. So you should have something looking like that. Then I want you to come up by 2 blocks, 1, 2, and on the 3rd block, you're going to place a yellow concrete, followed by a yellow wool on top of that one. To the right, we're going to go yellow orange wool. On top, a yellow wool. To the right, orange wool, and then on top of that, a orange concrete. So that should be the 2 done already. Now I want you to come up and leave that block gap there. We're going to start from these 2 blocks here, okay? So from this sort of left-hand side one, so you've got your 2 center blocks, start from here. I want you to go with your yellow concrete, followed by orange wool. On top of that, a yellow concrete, a orange wool to the right of that, and on top of that, a orange concrete. And then we're going to replicate that on this left-hand side. So get out your yellow concrete again, orange wool, oh, next to it, yellow concrete, there, what did I do? I can't remember what I did, orange wool, and then orange concrete on top, and there we go, that's the other side done. And we're pretty much going to replicate the same on the bottom hand side here as well, so we can come to the back of the head, this block here, and I want you to go with your yellow concrete, followed by a orange wool next to that, on top of that, yellow wool, to the left, orange, on top of that, orange concrete. Come up by 2 blocks, 1, 2, and on the 3rd block, we're going to place our yellow concrete. On top, a yellow wool. To the left of that, we're going to go with our orange wool, yellow concrete. Left of that, orange wool. Oh, and then a orange concrete on top. And congratulations, we finally got there in the end. That is my interpretation of the rare blue Axolotl, and I hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!